All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Just clicking around here, seeing what's going on. Another day. We got Soxel jumping back down this morning a little bit. After a great day yesterday, unfortunately, we've had kind of lower volume the past couple of days on Soxel. Gap up overnight for UAL and NIO. Sup, y'all? BWLE, good morning. Yesterday ended up being a pretty good day for our stocks. The Genus was up like 97%. It's crazy. It's a huge ass up day, like a massive up day. I actually saw it later in the day. Right about here, I was like, wow, that looks great. And it goes to around another 12%. So pretty good. Well, I'm not shilling it. Yeah, UAL, NIO. Yeah, absolutely. NIO had a great day yesterday too. Pretty much running all day. And then even overnight, moving up. Great volume this morning already. Wow. Any more news from NIO? Record day high deliveries for May. So they're delivering vehicles are actually a company. That's pretty cool. Look at all the tech entrepreneurs getting into cars after Elon. That's got to be what it is. It's got to be just tech entrepreneurs jumping into cars because nobody was just building cars. Now all of a sudden everyone's building cars. There's like I heard of another startup yesterday. I didn't get the stock symbol, but yeah, it's super good. That's super good. Yeah, well, I think everyone's like, "Oh, maybe it's the next evolution in cars and the big car companies aren't keeping up." Yeah, I mean everyone was laughing. Yeah, exactly. Everyone was doubting Elon. Well, not everyone. I mean, I don't know. So many conspiracy theories out there. I heard one that it was the oil companies trying to quell the stock, which didn't really hurt Tesla at all, but you never know who it's gonna be. But yeah, I mean, it has to be just tech entrepreneurs. There's that VTIQ, which is another car company, the Nikola one that does trucks, which I think all three. So NIO's in China and sells little cars. VTIQ is in the US and sells trucks. And Tesla sells mid-range cars. They don't have trucks yet. So I don't see if battery power isn't a problem, why all three of them can't be successful in whatever time frame that is. The problem with a lot of companies doing big stuff like because vehicles are very hard. There's a lot of engineering that goes into them, as you can imagine. Um, I don't think any have really come to market with orders. Well, that Nikola actually does have some orders. You know, Tesla's really whet everyone's appetite to electrics. And it's basically spurred an entire industry. Yeah, but well, I think for the number that this Nikola company is producing, Ellie, I think they'll be okay. They're not doing 100,000 cars a year like Tesla. I mean, they're going to be selling, I don't know how many, but they can probably source them. I know they're not building them themselves, so it's going to make their margins lower, but I think they're still going to be doing them. 700 million cash raise right there. I mean, that should get you moving for a couple of weeks. Revenue by 2021, maybe. That's just a headline. Nothing after that. Another headline, but anyway, so though, I mean, the electrics, it's the age of electrics now. I don't know if the Nikola ones, which I still think is a stupid name, um, I don't know if the Nikola one is good or not, which is this company right here. I have no idea. Now they say NKLA. I think the symbol's going to change at some point. Oh, is it live? Oh, is this actually live? Yeah, this didn't open today, did it? Uh-uh. So it's no longer VTIQ, it's NKLA. NKLA for you. So there you go. Let's throw NKLA on here. I wonder if they're going to append the other chart to it. I don't know. We'll see. So Soxel taking a bit of a breather here today. Like I mentioned earlier, Soxel not really running on higher volume, which is a little bit concerning. But yeah, UAL, these airlines kind of beaten down, doing pretty good here. Yesterday with another pocket pivot, so two pocket pivots here, a pocket pivot here, and now we have a higher high on the chart, which is great. Some stalling action this morning, which kind of sucks, but we'll see how that happens going forward. Read a thing last night about S&P and airlines, and American Airlines was their worst airline, and then I think Southwest was their best airline, and UAL was down there towards the bottom, but just due to cash positions. Look at LUV. That's just a general run right there. That's what that is. Above all of our moving averages. So the 10 days crossing the 50 and the 20. Hey, morning, Rob. And we'll see what happens up here at the 200. But Sky West up here as well. So those airlines coming out of these lows. If you guys didn't get the airlines, then you're kind of last chance, I guess. So anyway, yeah, I don't want to get too massively happy with NIO. I mean, it's going to stall at some point. They all kind of do. RH, do I have earnings or is it aftermarket today? It's aftermarket today. RH at new highs, guys. Crazy, crazy move from RH, undercutting the entire prior base, undercutting everything. Amazing. All the way back up with earnings. We've seen this go in both directions, so I'm not quite sure if it's good to go. But I, I can't be putting money to work up there on RH now. Didn't miss UL. We did look at it earlier. Yeah, earnings are today aftermarket, Rob. Yeah, we did look at UL. And I mean, it's doing good. It's doing good. Kind of a similar situation. You have the 10-day curling up above the 50 and the 200. 200's, I'm sorry, the 20. The 20 is about to cross the 50 right here. And I don't know, maybe we'll see what happens. These things usually, I say usually don't use straight out of it, but I mean, hopefully it does. That'd be fantastic. As things get back to normal relatively quickly, you would think the stocks would come back relatively quickly. The Sky Amba, Roku, Beyond Meats up here, INMD, Ring. I think Ring was down yesterday. Yes, it was. GM plans electric van for business users and preempt in bid to preempt Tesla. It's the first smart thing I've ever heard GM say the entire time I've been alive. And that right there, is probably a missed opportunity for Tesla. They shouldn't have done the Cybertruck. They should have done business vans. That is a missed opportunity. Those guys drive their asses off, and they had the money to buy the vans. So that is probably a miscalculation by Eli right there. He should have made some. And I was a contractor for a long time. I've driven in a lot of those commercial vehicles from GM and Ford, and they're a necessity. They're absolutely a necessity. They're gonna hire Elon's son. He's a consultant. Whatever your name is, what do you say? Okay, let's do that. Yeah, they are a necessity for those businesses, and they buy them by the dozens. Cities buy those, fleet truck services buy those. That's actually a super smart move. That's a really smart move. Let's look at GM. It's gonna look great. Oh, wait. Never mind. Never mind. It doesn't look great. Um, yeah, I don't know if that's enough to I don't know if that's enough to buy GM. I doubt it. I'm not sure what their fleet services are in relation to their core businesses, which is passenger vehicles. Here's what GM, Ford, and Chrysler and Tesla had to say about George Floyd's death. Really? Really? We care what corporations think about anything? That's fun. Um, yeah, yeah, I don't know. That's, but no, that is good. I just don't know how many they sell annually. Oh, we can probably look it up. I've heard of this thing. Whoops, that's the wrong button. I've heard of this thing called the internet where I can look up all kinds of stuff. How many E-Series vans are sold per year? So about 50,000. About 50,000 a year. That's not bad. And it should be high relatively high profit margins, I would think, because it's just a big ass box. Maybe Tesla's trying to get away from the frame on body because these are frame on body. What that means is there's an actual. See, this is what's called a unibody. For those of you uninformed, a unibody is just one big piece of metal, like a tin can, essentially. Frame on body is there's an actual, like a 6 inch frame with a body bolted to it. A little bit different. Yeah, so I guess they're not the most. Wow, look at that. Wow, they've dropped dramatically. Look at that from 15,000, 12, 13, 15. Then the economic crisis hit and it cut down by a third. And then it goes to 10,000. Now it's at 2,000. Wow. That's dangerous. They're not only used as rape vans, okay? Not only. There's other things too. But yeah, this is actually not good. Wow. 10, well, 2020 is brand new. So take last year at 45,000. It's 100,000 less than, what was that? How's math work again? 15 years ago? Yeah, plumber vans. Yeah. And they're good. They're fun to drive too. I like those vans. I'm not really mad at those. Some of the old ones sucks. They ain't got no power, but anyway, that's actually not good at all, but Tesla would likely rule that market if they were to get into it, but yeah, not nearly as big. Anyway, if I guess GM's grasping at straws, then let me recant my previous statement. GM is going to be grasping at straws, and if they think that a declining selling vehicle is going to save the business. Wow, 45,000. There's actually been a lot of competitors in the space recently, likely taking market share. There's smaller vans. They started coming out with smaller vans, and so that's probably where that excess stuff went. Well, Well, when one, I'll say this: when one rolls up to your house, you know you probably have somewhat professional at your door. So, all right, let's go take a look at stuff. BA, another nice day today. Let's check it out. Not too bad, about 5%. Yeah, really had a good day yesterday. Look at that volume. That's some institutional accumulation right there. That's some institutional accumulation. So, yeah, pretty good there for Boeing yesterday. That was the day that everybody was looking for. Now they're going to try to scare you out of your position, but this thing probably should be good to go from here. Probably should be good to go. Rob's almost got a double on his hands once we get to 200. Or sorry, 198, Rob. Sorry. Genus. Damn. Man, the CEO of this business right now is like, loving my job. This job's so easy. GS to $1 fast. Genus revenue. Oh, this is actually interesting. Oh, some Benziga article. Yeah, I saw that. That's funny. Genus revenue 5 million, market cap 800 million compared to the leader Teletubbies with 332 million with market cap 175 million. Not to mention massive dilution in Genus stock promotion. That's pretty hilarious right there. 160 sales cheap. They're penny warrants. They sold stock last month for 35 cents. Oh, that's amazing. That's funny. Well, I mean, generally the reason why you don't jump in these is, well, I guess what's happening right now. They fall very fast and very hard, and yeah, they'll crash for the next 3 years. Like I said, hopefully they can build some kind of a base. I mean, it appears that they're getting their business on. So once you get all the weirdos out of the stock, then they're going to form a base, and maybe it's a base like this where it, you know, doesn't form any base and it just dies. In which case, you did the right thing. But if it forms another base and gives you an actionable position, then you're still good to go. So patience is a good thing. All right, looks like our stocks have come down a little bit. You got AMBA stalling out there at a trend line. UAL stalling out here a little bit. Pretty high volume. It was pretty high volume yesterday, and you have higher volume today on the sell-off. So we'll see how it goes. And then NIO, very similar to UAL yesterday. I mean, the Nasdaq didn't move very much, but I mean, dang, the market was frothy yesterday. Oh, there another NIO says vehicle deliveries surged 215% in May. Super good. Went from one to 2.15. That's right. How do you deliver 0.15 of a vehicle? I don't know, but the Chinese just sold it. All right, moving to the top here, you got Save, which I believe is Spirit Airlines. Similar pattern, high volume open with a reversal on a gap day. It's called a gap and crap. It's a nice gap though. So we'll see how it ends up today. The Nasdaq itself is looking great. Got SoFun, we got Hertz, Etsy, Hexo up here. Not too bad, not too great either. Lumber Liquidators. It looks like they're above all their moving averages and maybe moving actually towards a. Now, when you look at a stock like this and go, "Oh, wow, look at that nice trend line." Then you look at this, you're like, oh, what the hell? Oh, we were up at 120, now we're at 11. Okay. Something's wrong. So I don't know if the buyback after coronavirus, I mean, look at this lovely coronavirus drop from 8 to 4. It was still a 50% drop, but somehow they're still profitable. Lifting price target from 2.8 from 3. I always find that I want to say from 3 to 8, but they always do it backwards, and it still trips me up to this day. 11 from 5, 11 from 5, and 10 from 5. You think these guys get together and just send emails back and forth? Eh, what are you going to do? 11 and 5. Sounds good. We'll do 10 and 5. Okay, cool. Stupid. And this douchebag, freaking Gary. Gary always has to be different. I'll do 8 and 3. Fuck you, Gary. Okay, just get with the rest of us. But that's probably the most positive pattern I think you could hope to see right now. It's not a cup and handle, but kind of looks like one. Maybe some kind of a reversal for lumber liquidators. So yeah, the fan came out of their flame really, really quick. Back in the day, pretty obvious from this chart. Like they were a big market leader. Look at that. Shh. And then shh, inverted V, almost exact proportions. And yeah, not sure. I don't know if they actually didn't sell that much more lumber. It's weird. Like it's hard to say. It's a weird one for lumber liquidators because they're still pretty good in their space. Let's go IBDM. And we'll find out they're probably not good in their space, but they're still around. That's for sure. 86 composite rating. It's not horrible. 85 relative strength rating. That's actually pretty good. They want to see, I think, 90 or over 90 or 95 or something like that for relative strength or for composite rating, but relative strength, anything over 85 is good to go. Floor and decor, yeah, they're number 7, which isn't the worst. 438% EPS change last quarter. That's pretty promising. Last 3 quarters EPS growth rate 200%. That's nuts. Sales change 0, so I wonder what that EPS change is about. So accumulation distribution is great. Market cap is garbage. And let's see what IBD says about lumber liquidators yesterday. It says it's not near a proper buy zone right now. So I'm not sure how they're generating EPS with no sales growth. That's kind of a strange one. But they're trying to go for it, I guess. I mean, yeah, I just don't know. It's hard to say if you go for it or not because there's no sales growth. The EPS is good, but I wonder how they're achieving that. Earnings call transcript. Hertz Redicar, 9%. So they're still afloat. Oh, today's Friday. Happy Friday, guys. Isn't it Friday? It's Thursday. It's not. I don't know what freaking day it is. That was Friday. I have no idea what day it is. I think my light bulb should change colors on different days so I know what day it is. That's my next big idea. I like it. All right, let's go back down to actionable lists. There's not too much going on in the global. Actually, let's check out the laggards today. GNC. Sorry, Rob. I love it. Thanks, Obama. Planet Fitness. Look at our buddy Planet Fitness. Remember our old friend Planet Fitness? We were talking about way down here. Look at this. All grown up now at 75. It's pretty amazing. Pretty cool. Wonder what Play's doing. We haven't looked at Play in a long time. I probably should have kept that option, huh? Maybe not. It's kind of gone sideways with a little bit of a lot of time expiration on it, but I think I got it super low. I'll have to go back and look. Sure. Why not? We're exploring the past. So three, it was at 40. Yeah. Okay. Looks great. Hold on. Let me put it on the chart where I can see it. There's a little bit too much stuff. Yeah. Okay. There it is. There it is. Now I can see it. So this is a good day in a way that you're how do I put this gently without ruffling too many feathers? I'm not sure if there's a way to do this gently without ruffling too many feathers. This is having a good day in a way that your dying uncle that has lung cancer, COVID, got hit by a truck, and his stepwife just cut off and his wife just cut off his member, um, is having a good day on life support. That's how this is a good day. Like, oh, Uncle Joe's having a good day. Yeah, they got him some applesauce. He was able to finally pee without a catheter too, which was great. Going to 5x. Um, let's actually take a look. Maybe there's something to that. My beautiful analogy aside, there may be something. If LK is not going to die, which is kind of unlikely, but well, do you still have it? Well, it's good now. Till it's not. It'll dump 20% one day. So lawsuit against LK, whatever that means, they're a Chinese company. I don't know what that means. Because of me? Yeah, sorry. I still would say the same thing all over again. What is this doing here with LK? I don't understand. Yeah, they don't have any news down here. Hmm. I mean, there's a point to that. If LK is actually not going to die, obviously this is a great time to, maybe pick up a couple of really cheap shares. But the question is how much and does it really make a difference? If you put 1% of your account into it and it 5x's on you, that's pretty cool. But it's a super, super small. Like I don't know how much you would risk down here. And plus they're a Chinese business, so I'm not sure how lawsuits really affect it. Maybe they're contracted to pay out said lawsuits, but it's just super risky. Yeah. Yeah, and NIO turned around really nicely up to 5 or 6, yeah. And of course I talked you out of buying it down here. I don't catch falling knives by any stretch. I don't mind buying it on the way out though, on the way. So trend line moving up here. I'd much rather take this trade than this trade any day of the week. You're gonna hold this since October? Hell no. Hell no. You've been holding that since October. Well, I was kind of with you when you mentioned 5xing. I'm like, well, yeah, if they're not going to die, maybe it actually will. But I would, but again, I mean, how much do you gamble on that? Because it's kind of a gamble. Usually, when something's this beaten down, it's kind of like NIO. You could be holding this thing for 6 months. You could be holding this thing for 6 years before it gets going again. So then, like I said, do you put 1% of your account? Do you put 5% of your account? Do you put 10%? Like what's the number that you put in on this? $40. So Rob's gonna be right. Rob's gonna be right, and he's gonna make $200. Versus if you would have maybe put that money to work in other assets. Let's say this thing does take several years to come back, which I don't know. Could jump to 15 tomorrow. You never know. Um, yeah. Your laptop, your keyboard on your laptop, really? Just the keyboard, huh? That's a trip, yeah. I've never seen that either. I've seen horrible mouse pads, just be horrible mouse pads, but that sucks. Why are you pissing off your computer, Ellie? What kind of weird shit are you typing? I don't want to know. Never mind. Never mind. I don't want to know. Well, yeah, Ellie, don't you got a MacBook with the touch thing on the just above the keyboard? Just type on that. Just type on that. All 108 keys right there represented. He spilt his coffee when we started talking, LK. Could be. Ellie's like, come on, Randy, what are you doing? Yeah, so I mean, I've got my general trading principles. One of them is don't trade garbage, and right now LK is garbage. NIO was garbage and is looking a little bit like valuable garbage. Um, at the same time, I have mentioned Jesse Stein's super stock type of thing, which is cheap stocks. I'm still very interested in that, which Genus fits that. Not today, it's up too high, but or yesterday, it was up too high yesterday too. LK's a Rob super stock. Could be. Well, my point was this, and I've said this in the past, if you can find a way to trade those cheap stocks, that's fantastic. There's obviously people that trade them, and there's going to be some strategies that work around them. I'm just not familiar with the strategies. Now, I like looking at new strategies and seeing, what can be what. I don't mind that at all. I love that kind of stuff actually, because, you may find yourself in a situation where like, oh, I know how to trade this. And then guess what? You can go ahead and trade it. And it may work out and it may not work out, but like LK may be a tenable situation. It just depends on, like, I know they pumped a bunch of numbers wrong, right? So that makes them overvalued. Now it doesn't mean LK is going to go back up to 30, you know. Doesn't mean it's going to 30, but they could just be erasing and starting over. You never know. You have to find out the data, find out what works with the strategy that you're employing. But I don't have a strategy for a stock that's $1 or even $3 necessarily. Most of my strategies work on, 50+ dollar stocks. The leaders. I like to stay with the leaders. KG, KG. Could be. Well, didn't haven't you already watched it go through one listing on the better over-the-counter bulletin board exchange? Didn't it go from the garbage exchange to the less horrible garbage exchange under your watch? So I got to give you credit, Rob. Hey man, if we have a low price guru here, I ain't gonna be too mad about that. The fall from 40 started with the market crash. Uh, so here's the thing to look at, Rob. In that particular situation, because that's a financial fraud situation. That's not the fact that maybe LK Coffee doesn't suck. We don't know. We can't go try it out. LK Coffee, maybe it doesn't suck. Maybe the vending machines are great, and there's lines, out the wazoo with those things. But if he's fudging financials, those numbers were based on those financials. So if he was fudging three quarters of revenue instead of a $40 stock, this is now a $10 stock if he's fudging three quarters of the revenue. So I don't know what that number was, but I think that's something to be looked at if you were going to look at something like this. All right, let's go check out what our stocks are doing up here. We got NIO doing pretty good, holding up relatively well. SkyWest, IVR 4%. So IVR, I still haven't gotten my stupid dividend from IVR. I'm supposed to get it like on 6:30. So they go ex dividend over here, and then they issue. So I'm kind of annoyed I didn't get my dividend, which is like a quarter of my position from 50-cent dividend on a $3 stock. I love it. Yeah, well, Rob, I think you should take a few minutes to try to find out that information. Maybe go to the website, maybe actually email someone over there if they can read it. I don't know. But anyway, so these guys went ex dividend over here. They're going to pay out dividend over here, IVR, but having a couple of good days. It was a pretty decent day yesterday. Looks like today it's up a little bit too, up above yesterday's. Maybe we'll start to come back with the REITs as things start to open and people start to pay mortgages and such. If they keep their 50-cent dividend, bam, I got me some free money for the rest of their lives because they'll probably be dead before me. Tesla up a little bit. Had Tesla end yesterday. Not too bad. Not really a coiling action, but fairly tight price action once again. Nice pop up. Volume was timid, however. That's not a good sign. I don't like that. But it's doing okay so far. So Tesla's doing fine. Got Win Casinos jumping around here about the 1 percentile. Definitely choppy this morning. Unfortunately, more volume stepping in here to the downside. So I'm not quite sure how that one's gonna specifically work, but hopefully it'll keep on keeping on. The Slack? Oh, let's check out Slack. Is it doing good today? It is not doing good today. Been doing good the past week, it looks like. Broke out of this kind of rising wedgie thingy there. And lots of pocket pivots, yeah. Maybe Slack is the underrated COVID stock. Oh, check my Slack. Home automation and Bitcoin. Should I play this for everyone, Rob or Ellie? Let's do it. Let's do it. I don't know if I can make this. Oh, hold on a second. Okay, hold on. I could do it like this and play it full screen for everyone. So let me do that. Give me a moment to set up, please. All right, there you go. Sound is on. Close my. No, I'm not closing those. Why would I close those? I'm gonna use them later. Get.
I have to say, I have never been this immersed in seeing just how badly my investments are doing. It's amazing. Just for my sanity, I should probably change the colors or the fluctuation limit or something. Seeing this amount of red can't be good for me or my alcoholism.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I like it. That actually that'd be interesting to program. You can probably get yourself some LED strips and just have it dance with various colors. And actually, Dan Zanger has an audio signal. I don't know exactly know how it works, but it dings every time there's a trade. And so when it's going, it goes ding 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 ding. So most of the time it's just going ding 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 ding. Then it goes ding 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 ding. Something's happening. I think that's pretty cool. I've heard of Pavlov's effect. I'm not quite sure what it is though, off the top of my head. Oh, red light triggers anxiety. Maybe that's why we should get rid of our red candles and make them gray or something. You know what? It happens. If you hit like four red stoplights in a row, I'm pissed. So maybe it is Pavlov's effect. That's true. I never thought about it that way. It's the man trying to hold me down. That's how they should quell the protest. They should just shine red light on everyone constantly and be like, "Oh, I don't want to go outside anymore. Let's go back inside." Don't think that's a thing. However, Soxel's back in the green. All right, Gina's coming back to earth a little bit here. Getting some, wow, not even super high volumes on the sell-offs. That's pretty interesting. All right, now I need a base of some kind. Probably base around the $6 level. INMD, not looking horrible. You just did a little IVR? Yeah, their dividend day already passed, unfortunately, but it's okay. Because let me go look. I think, dude, I was down like 15% on that stupid stock. I actually took like a smallish position on that. I'm like, dude, if this thing's actually going to pay 60% dividend, I'm not passing that up. 60% return, I should just put my whole damn account in it and just let it run. Yeah, so I'm still down 7% on a cash basis, but I'm going to get a 60% dividend, so I should be okay. Yeah, I think there's a lot of REITs like this. Oh, I guess is it a pocket? Yeah, it looks like it is a pocket pivot, huh? Nice. Yeah, this thing's so, I mean, look at the hit this thing took. Absolutely nuts. Absolutely insane. So, target stock after riots. Like they're trolling Finviz. Come on, Finviz, what's the next REIT we should hit? I don't think they know what Finviz is. If you're rioting, probably only three people in the entire rioting across the nation know what Finviz is. Yeah, that's pretty destroyed though. They're waiting for something. Yeah, mine shows a 50-cent dividend. They go back and forth on that. I'm not sure who's got the right data or not. It's probably 5 cents, in which case I'm not nearly as in a good position. So anyway, I'm just trying it out, seeing how it goes. Now let's say eventually it starts at, let's say it ends up back up here at 15 at some point in time. I guess the question is, are you still getting that 60% dividend yield? I mean, based on my initial capital investment, I would be if the dividend remains the same, right? With by my initial capital investment, but now obviously I've 5x that position, which actually pretty darn good. How's that only 400% from 3 to 15? Oh, I guess 100% is 3, right? Then 6, 9, 12, 15. Okay, so yeah, whatever. Yeah, so I guess the question is, you're holding on to a 5, you're going to hold on to that and just get that 50 cents because I'm assuming it's going to go back to normal eventually. Like they're losing all their assets, I don't think. Anyway, all right, what's Nasdaq doing? 0.4%. Nasdaq has been just slowly, benignly walking up. Um, and yesterday I was actually trying to look at, okay, what have we seen kind of similar to this? And I mean, we've seen walk up scenarios. This one got wide, and now it's very narrow. And I really couldn't find a lot of back. Now we get very narrow here for a while. Start putting some reds in. This one just keeps going. And this one, a slightly different pattern. This one had a nice big up day. Would have been a great day to sell, and you could have rebought down there. Now, on this particular run up, it was just walking up. So some volatility here, for sure. And here's another one, a little bit of volatility. So yeah, it's hard to, I mean, and so aggressive and such above the blue line on the Bollinger Bands too. These other ones were the RWalk. Ascending, yeah. So let's go ahead and draw this. I'm just kidding. Apparently the Qs are, someone posted the Qs were in all-time highs. Let's go check that out. Qs all-time highs. Crazy. We actually did it. Right, Ellie? That was pretty good, right? Yeah, that's the R-Walk you're looking at. Um, Ascending base? No. This would not be an ascending base. Whoops. Don't even know why I did that, but I absolutely did that. I mean, I had a good day the other day. I'm just not so sure. Yeah, I don't know if I don't know. It's got some nice pocket pivots. It's moving in the right direction. I like it from that perspective. It's on the Nasdaq, so that's good. I just, it's not. It's gonna be like one of those. It's gonna be like what's the Teletubby one we just found out about, which is apparently not on the top of the actionable list anymore. Is it at the bottom of the actionable list? Oh no, the Teletubby stock. I don't know what the hell they're called, but anyway, it's kind of like that. It's probably just gonna have like a massive update one day. So you just have to decide like if you're gonna be involved, how much you're gonna be involved. Um, but I mean, bigger picture, it's starting. They're starting to get a little bit interested. It's a super small name though. Arwalk, obviously it's super small. I don't know what's gonna cause them to just jump up like mad. What they get? They just got FDA approval though, right? That's what that news was about, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, finalizes U.S. distribution agreements for two additional neuro rehabilitation product lines. Okay, let's go to Finviz for this one because actually we happen to have Rewalk Robotics right here. But let's check out Finviz. So 20 million market cap. This thing is micro, absolutely micro, which could be great, obviously, if it goes. Okay, so it doesn't look like they pump a ton of news, which is good. So, okay, even you go down to 2018, so almost 2 years ago on a single page. That's pretty good. Tesla, this would be like a week, you know? Everyone's posting something about Tesla. So I think the thing here to see is if they're moving from okay, Robot stock soars after receiving FDA clearance for its exosuits. That was a year ago, June 5th, almost to the day. That was a year ago, and the stock's done nothing. Pricing for registered direct offering. Didn't we just see that they were the same thing over here again? Hedge funds talking baby steps towards rewalk. That makes sense. Oh, so okay. Medicare and Medicaid service issued positive preliminary coding decision for rewalk. So they're trying to get listed on Medicare and Medicaid because their shit's so expensive. Two additional neurorehabilitation product lines. Okay, let's bite. Ooh, that's an untapped market. These kids can't walk, Ellie. That's a problem. These kids can't walk. They need exoskeleton suits. I see where you're going, and I like it. Just reading here. Oh, so it looks like they have a whole rehabilitation thing with suits with sensors. Ooh, there you go. Telehealth markets. You know what would be great is if it's called rehabilitation distancing. It's where you take the exoskeleton walks itself to the patient's house, of course, and then they do a Zoom session. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Although it looks like that's what they're doing minus the walking part. Well, that was sarcasm, very dry sarcasm. So if you're not used to sarcasm, or me, that was complete sarcasm. They're not walking to the customer's house. But that would be amazing. That would be amazing. Book your suit, touch it, walks to your house. Although in the future, we'll likely just take a Tesla. They'll put the suit in the car, and then the person that can't walk will go walk to the car and get the suit. That's how it's going to work. It's actually cocaine, Ellie. It's actually cocaine, yeah. Cocaine's a hell of a drug. Okay, so this kind of touches on a few things. It's pretty good. You're forgetting I'm white. How can you forget? How can you forget I'm one of the whitest people alive? Yeah, but it's not self-driving, Rob. It's not self-driving. The Teslas are going to be self-driving. I mean, yeah, let's actually I'm going to read this one about the hedge funds and we can be done with this one. Okay, first US recession. Wow, these guys are great. At the end of February, we announced the arrival of the first US recession since 2009. We predicted the market will decline by 20%. Scrutinize hedge fund filings. And talk about rewalk. Oh, that's actually not a bad idea. Tesla killer. If anyone says Tesla killer, just short that stock. That's just the way it is. Or just buy more Tesla. Yeah. Anytime someone says something bad about Tesla, just buy a share. It's kind of like a drinking game, but it's going to make you rich. Ooh, 30 most popular stocks for hedge funds. Let's take a look at that. Why not? Drop below 2 million. We're winning. Whatever that means. That's weird. That's weird. Apparently their caption ain't showing. How the hedge has been trading rewalk. 3 hedge funds tracked by Insider Monkey were bullish on stock. A change of 200% for the previous quarter. There was a total of 1 hedge fund with a bullish position in rewalk a year ago. Notable exits and a few notable hedge fund managers who are adding their stakes significantly or already accumulated large positions. Okay, yeah, so a couple of hedge funds already taking some bets in rewalk. Must be nice to have a few hundred million to play with. You can just put, 10 million in this, 10 million in that. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, right, Amazon. That's funny. Hey guys, hold on a couple of minutes. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So is this the hedge fund article or the 30 most popular stocks among hedge funds? Hmm. How's it going up? It's good. 30 most popular stocks. Let's see what they got. I want to see. Oh, what? You can make me click one per page? What are you doing? Page 1 of 26. Okay, it's cool. So let's go 26. $25. Visa. It's everywhere you want to be. Oh, see all. What? Just render something. Well, they get these annual reports or these quarterly reports from hedge funds, so. Okay, so Booking. Yeah, Home Depot, JD.com, Micron, Nvidia, AGN. Oh, Allergan. Yeah, there you go. Bank of America? Why is Warren Buffett in here? Because there's no one from Bank of America that you know? Yeah, apparently. Uber, $33 a share. Really? Why would you buy Uber? It seems stupid. All I know is my hedge fund will look way different from these people's positions. Charter, Fidelity. That's awesome. It's got screens all the way around them. Netflix. That's a good one to be involved in. JP Morgan Chase, Adobe, Berkshire Hathaway. Gotta have Warren Buffett in there twice. Salesforce, PayPal, Apple, Bristol Myers Squibb, MasterCard, Google. Who's this dude? Oh. Visa. Where's the top five? Oh, they're clickbaiting the shit out of us on this one. Look at that. They want you to watch your YouTube video to get the top five. Oh, that's tricky. Now, those are all like legit businesses, though. That's pretty much what I think they would. Yeah, I gotta watch. I don't know. I'm on the fence. I kind of want to know the top five, but I'm kind of pissed that they did that. But at the same time, I respect that they did that. All right, let's watch.
Hi, everybody. Mina here from Insider Monkey. With U.S. equity markets showing enormous volatility in the midst of the coronavirus pandemic, it's an interesting time to lift the hood and of U.S. equities option funds returned more than 51% versus a gain of 17% for the S&P 500 ETFs. These five stocks also gained 8.2% so far in 2020, despite the coronavirus crash, whereas dumb S&P 500 index funds lost nearly 11%. If you go back all the way to 2014, you'll see the top five hedge fund stocks returning 157% versus 76%. That's an outperformance of 81 percentage points. So let's take a look at the top five hedge fund stocks.
Oh, that's cool.
Number 5 is Alphabet. Currently trading around the 1,385 level, and that's up 3.7% so far this year. Google is in the cyclical advertising business, yet the stock managed to deliver positive returns in this current economic environment. 167 hedge funds are shareholders, with the total dollar amount of long positions at $11.1 billion. In total, 20.5% of hedge funds surveyed were long Google stock. In Q4 last year, Alphabet was also at number 5, so its position hasn't changed, but the net number of hedge funds in Alphabet increased by 4, so investors are warming up to Alphabet. At number 4, we have Alibaba, and that's also unchanged from last quarter. Currently trading above the 214 level, this stock closed last year at 212. All eyes are on how the stock performs this quarter, but there are concerns the coronavirus will affect earnings. The Chinese
Google,
economy
Alibaba,
went back to normal
Facebook,
faster than all other developed economies, but
Microsoft.
the global recession is affecting China's and Alibaba's recovery. 167 hedge funds have
Apple's
holdings
like
in
number
Alibaba with a
4.
combined dollar long position of 19.4 billion.
Amazon.
Key shareholders include Rajiv Jain and billionaire Stephen Mandel's
So,
Lone Pine. Of
yeah,
all
I don't think it's a bullshit list. I don't think.
20% had a net long position.
Sorry, I just realized I was talking over them. Yeah, I don't think it's a thing where they're trying to dump anything on us. It's not like a bunch of small stocks. These are mega caps. And they should be invested in the mega caps. Absolutely. So, okay, pretty cool. Browse hedge funds. Let's see what the best performing hedge funds are. Return on equity. Okay, I beat that. Why don't I have my own damn hedge fund? I got better than 20% return. Ridiculous. Wow. These are the best hedge funds? What the flood? Just give me a couple $100 million. Give me a couple $100 million. I'll do 10%. I'll do 10% with a 1% management fee and hell, 0.5% management fee. Let's do that. That'll work. Take a 0.5% on 100 million. What's that, like 5 million? And then 10% profits. Not too bad. Look at this garbage. Oh, that was not too bad actually. Return over 1 year is 44%. That's it's quarterly return. I didn't realize that. I beat that too. So this guy manages 2 billion for the billionaire David Bonderman. I'm not familiar with David Bonderman. So he's in CSGP. What's that one? UAL, there you go, 8% now. CSGP. Huh. Yeah, doing good today. We turned pretty positive. Oh, 0.44. That's still about where we were. INMD having a good day? Let's go check it out. Yes, it is. Broke out of our level down here and it's gone. What's the other INSG? How'd they do? Not good. I was looking at them on this day right here, and they did not perform well. Good thing I didn't buy any. UAL, 7.6%, reversing back higher. Beautiful. Yes, that's what we want to see. NIO, reversing higher, not quite as high as UAL, though UAL I think is already taken out the day's high. Looks like a little bit of fight coming in, but then IVR at 6% is pretty good. Yeah, there you go, Rob. Nice, nice. Soxel up 4% now. Yes, beautiful. Yes, nice. Oh, super nice. And Tesla's up a little bit too. Yeah, I bought 3 shares of Tesla the other day on that breakout day. I happen to have some cash, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna buy some Tesla. I couldn't see what else to put it into. Yeah, UAL, it's still in a really good position. I mean, come on, they're buying everything else into all-time highs, but the airlines can't go back to near this, like for UAL, the $80 level. I guess something's got to stay depressed. I don't know. All right. Oh, actually, you know what? Okay, so let's check this out, guys. Check this out. TQQQ. Okay, so let me see if I can. I may be premature on this, so maybe I won't talk about this yet. But in my Roth IRA, I'm level 2 options approved. I'm trying to get level 3 options approved. I'm like, how am I not on level 3? This seems stupid. And then I remember, I'm like, yeah, I don't need level 3. Level 2 is fine as long as I can buy calls and puts. I'm good to go. You have a message center here, but I applied for level 3. I want to see if if I got approved. I don't think I got approved yet. Oh, looks like they're in fuego due to coronavirus. Okay, let's see what my because what I'm looking at doing. So we got our TQQQ over here. I'm thinking to myself, okay, did I lie? I didn't have to lie. I didn't have to lie, Rob. But early on, you bet your ass I lied. You bet your ass I lied. When I first wanted to trade options, and I saw a thing in front of me that says, "How long have you been trading options?" I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "You would only ask this question if you're going to deny me if I haven't been trading options for long enough." So yes, I lied. I said like 3 to 5 years. Now I say 10 years, and it's not a lie. Um, but yeah, so I applied for that. I want to see. Hi, James. Yes. Hold on, everyone. All right, I'm back. IVR, NIO, UAL up there playing in the eights. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Somehow I got clicking on Slack. Look what Ellie posted in random. I wrote Harry Potter, and Craig Wright confirms he's the real J.K. Rowling. It's beautiful, so beautiful. Love it. Um, yeah. Okay. So what I was exploring here is I was looking at selling some options using my TQQQ position to see if I could sell some options, but they won't let me do that. Apparently, my TQQQ position isn't marginable or marginable. marginable in that way. Hope you know what I'm trying to say there. I can't use my TQQQ to sell some puts. It basically is what it is. But what I can do is do a spread. And so I was looking at a spread. And what a spread is where you buy one put and sell another put. Okay. And so that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna try to use like this band here. So 78.24. I'll try to sell the 78, which now would give me a whopping $7. Yesterday it was like $25, which was manageable. $7 is like, it's not even worth me clicking a button. Although I guess it would be kind of worth me clicking a button for $7. Like if every time I clicked a button I got $7, that's worth it. But I guess I could do multiples of these too. Like I don't think there's no way today. Like I could probably do this for the Nasdaq to 82. And see, there's $26, and this expires tomorrow, so that's not too bad. I could do 20, 26, 25. I guess we're looking at the bid here. I could do 25. So I guess I could just try putting a trade on and see if it works, because apparently I should be able to do it once I'm. Oh yeah, see, I'm option level 2. I'm not option level 3 yet, so never mind. So level 3, I can do debit spreads, credit spreads. I can do calendar spreads, butterflies and condors. I can do iron condors too. And iron, yes.
Stops.
Yeah.
That means you're done.
Oh, did you do all 2 minutes? James, high five, buddy. Did you get all your teeth? Was the head too big for you? No, it was good. Did you get the backs? Did you get the inside backs? You didn't get the okay. Well, they're in your mouth, silly. Why don't you just go get the inside backs real quick. Oh, when he's done. Okay, close my door, please. Good job, though, James. But get those backs. How did I miss that when I was gone? Now you're just trying to put words in my mouth, and I appreciate that, okay? 100% I appreciate that. Oh, wow, yeah. There's a nice base right there breaking out today. What is this? Do they sell coffee and vending machines? That would be phenomenal. Visalink expects to record additional cost savings. I don't even know what that means. Is it Nasdaq, so that's good. Another one of these beaten down ones. Man, Rob, you got a knack for these, dude. Wow, 122%. What was the overnight news? Cost savings? I don't believe that. That's garbage. They're just on the biggest movers list for no apparent reason. Well, let's see what kind of garbage we're dealing with here. 36 million market cap. Communication equipment. Okay. Well, let's go to the website. Check them out. Probably getting blown up today. People are researching their minuscule little business. 36 million market cap. Negative 19 income. How's that manageable? EPS this year 77%. Sales past 5 years 115%. It's good. ROA, ROE, ROI sucks. Institutional transactions actually up significantly. So that's good. Cameras? Why do I think they're cameras? Yeah, but what do you sell? Or their wireless camera technology. See, that's money right there. Actually, the website's pretty good. It took forever to load, but I think it's just because they have a lot of interest right now. Is global leader in the development and distribution of advanced communication solutions. Leading edge digital microwave and video technology. Huh. That's cool. Yeah, so they do. Okay, so they're this. They're this part. Oops. Okay, okay. Kind of a cool product. What's up, bud? It is Thursday. You going to grandma's house today? Good. Get out of my house. Yeah. No, I don't think she's up, buddy. So she said 12:30. The other kids are coming over, so I'll probably drop you off then. Okay, so I guess the question is sales and sales and sales. And it looks like maybe they're done with product development, which is always seems a little bit strange. Okay, so $1.3 million contract from EU for border protection. Satellite communication from Airbus, Signmaster. So they're basically shilling their sales as they happen. So that's 1.7 million mark right there. That's another 580,000. You can actually add the sales up right here. I'm not quite sure how long these are contracted for. This could be like yearly contracts or something. Yeah, the question is it reoccurring revenue or are they making individual sales? So their market cap, so they have more sales than their market cap. I mean, even right now. So from that perspective, they actually could be an interesting proposition. So interesting. Not sure it's worth throwing a ton of money into, but it looks like it's in the middle of a run. Looks like we're going to break out of this little base this morning. Could be our next 200% stock. You never know. But anyway, if you're going to play something like this, play it close to the vest. You got to watch it. Yeah, you got to watch it if you're going to play something like this. Longer term, I mean that's a nice little base right there. That's spectacular. Like when you see these pop-ups, um, I've got my own style of investing, but like I know Rob, if you actually are interested in this, you should keep a list of these ones that pop up, and we need to see how these bases form. Because like once they start to pop up here, you could start to look at something and then formulate a strategy, and then you can formulate a strategy around it. But you have to find out, like these type of cut bases up here are usually very prevalent. Actually, we just saw something like that in what was that other small ass one that we were looking at? Shoot, I just forgot the name of it. The Teletubby one. It's Teletubbies anyways. It's not up here like multi 100%. But UAL's at 13. Hey, hey, hey. Anyway, UAL at 13%, son. Snap. Ooh. Looking at my account, I'm feeling good. That UAL's killing it. Took a while, but it's finally working. It's gone. I thought about adding when it was down here. I did not. Guess I should have. Oh wow, my UAL's flipped my Soxel position. My Soxel position was bigger than my UAL. It just flipped. Now UAL position's bigger than Soxel. Love it. Where's my envelope? I did an envelope calculation. Rob saw it in stocks yesterday. So if you got it's in anyway. So my two big options positions are UAL and Soxel, and they're 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 pretty decent sized positions actually. And that's gonna just if those two alone hit, it's gonna make my account worth more than it's ever been worth, ever. So my high was back in 2017, and I'm actually about there now. Actually, yeah, this is really close to. Yeah, it's really close to when this UAL still has more to go. Nice, Rob. Dude, that's spectacular. Look at that thing go, man. Yes, that's what you want. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm just gonna watch it for a bit. It's great. It's absolutely great. They're coming back. Yes. Yeah, right, Rob? Well, I was thinking about it the other day. I'm like, well, these declines don't come across very often, and they really don't. It's, I mean, every several years. There's very few times where you get an opportunity, and this COVID was really just I hate to say it like this. I don't mean to sound callous, and I'm not sounding callous, but from an investor perspective, from my Roth IRA's perspective, this was a gift. Like this was legitimately a gift. Oh, we're just going to tank the markets to run it right back up again. I mean, if you're a trader and it's it's a gift. Like how I don't know. It's absolutely a gift. Absolutely a gift. And then now with these guys running, like we caught the first wave pretty well, right? Like RH worked out really well. We had a lot of good ones work out well. I mean, Soxel's still fairly early in its run. I don't know if it's quite going to get to where I think it should go, um, but UAL coming back here, I've got this thing going to I think it's 60. I think is my target for UAL by January is 60, and here we are at 40 from 20. So I think it's possible that we get to 60. Maybe possible we get beyond 60. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. There's more down days to come, but it's really nice when your stock is doing what it's supposed to do. And if you remember a while ago, we looked at all of the airline stocks. We looked at all the airline stocks, found that American Airlines had the most debt. UAL had like I think it was 6 months or 12 months of runway or something like that. And I kind of chose UAL based on that, plus the fact that big volume and there's a lot of technical reasons too. Oh, you're still holding RH? Yeah, I should, dude. If I didn't get out of RH, shit, what's it at right now? And keep in mind, this option expired tomorrow. The option strike price that I chose, um, it was a 95. It was a $95 because I bought it. I looked at. I think I bought it like down here or something. Or maybe it was over here. It was a 95 call that I bought. So we're stupid out of the money. Like I'm so deep in the money. It was ridiculous. Like if I would have bought a really far out of the money call, it would have been like a 10x plus trade on Restoration Hardware. But this is such a high quality company that it gave me a lot of confidence buying really deep like that. Like I said, this whole thing was just a gift. You got to pick and you, you just got to pick and choose. And anyway, hopefully it doesn't fall apart. Anytime my account is this big and I'm too excited, things usually start falling apart. So. Yeah, so I bought RH at $12. Oh no, it was a 152.50 call for $12. And so that would be right now worth $120. So that I would have 10x that. That would be a 10x right now. And I sold it down here, sold too early. How to solve that problem? See, I told you it's going to keep going parabolic too. I even mentioned it. I guess just didn't want to give up the profit. And then I ended up missing out on even more profit. Yeah. I mean, I closed out excellent. I was up like 300 something percent. Oh, it was a great trade, Rob. I'm just like, I probably should have gotten back in. I can't say the close was the worst thing I'd ever done in my life because I think it was right here. I mean, we had high volume in the morning, but I probably should have gotten back in, but that wasn't what I was doing, you know? But when you're in the middle of an excellent trade, it's a tough one. That's such a tough one. I don't know what the right answer would have been. Obviously, in hindsight, getting back in would have made sense. Not selling at all would have made more sense. Maybe I should have given it to the end of the day, is probably what I should have done. Give it to the end of the day. Let it see what it's going to do. You have a huge profit. And then I probably would not have sold it the next day. In the morning, I wouldn't have sold it. I maybe would have given it to the close or to the low of the previous day. Maybe that was the way to play it. Maybe the way I played it was just a. But I mean, I got out of a good spot. I got out like right there towards the beginning of the day. It's a tough one. That's a tough one. Yeah, dude, that'd be like at least another $6,000 on top of what I got out of it. And keep in mind, I sold and I only had one option left too. I sold half of it at 100% up on one of these downswings right here, just kind of protecting the account, which is not a bad thing to do. But I mean, like I said, it's kind of looking a gift horse in the mouth a little bit. Well, you're on your way, Rob. You're on your way. The key is that so in 2017 I had it was my breakout year in a number of ways. Um, what's up, James? What? Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here in a minute. It's already after 8 o'clock. But 2017 was a breakout way for me in a number of ways. But when we get to some topping, Rob, I mean the Nasdaq we have lower volumes now. I'm not sure what's going to happen. It's looking really good today. I can't say about tomorrow, but um, yeah, giving things a little bit of a breather after you've had large gains is usually a good thing. So I don't necessarily have a trading rule about that, but I probably should because market goes into some fuddy territory from time to time. So you never know. We could end up in some fuddy situations in the next little bit here. But usually when we run this far this fast, it's is what it is. Soxel 4.5 holding really nice there. Soxel still coming back too. I got this bitch till 2022. Yeah, so it's one thing to make money like this, Rob. It's another to keep it. I didn't keep all my 2017 gains, unfortunately. Um, I mean, really, especially when you're trading options like I am, just a few errors could just destroy you. It can absolutely destroy you. So that's on the forefront of my mind right now. It's just to not get destroyed. Yeah, we looked at it earlier. Yeah, we looked at it earlier, Rob Nicola. Actually, yeah, it was on the way down. It was about 33. I'm not sure if they're going to put the old data on there. Probably not from what it looks like. But all right, guys, I got to get out of here. I got to have a little bit of a break before the power hour. So I'm going to bounce, guys. Have a good day. I will see you tomorrow because it's not Friday. All right, guys, later.